This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's episode 1130, and it's the Relevant Podcast here in Orlando. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Loverland, Virginia, it's Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
From Nashville, it's artist, producer, mogul, Derek Miner.
What's happening?
And from Los Angeles, you know him from Social Club Misfits. I still need a better intro for him. It's Marty.
What's that?
Emily will be joining us in the next segment for Relevant Buzz, so she's not in for the whole show today. Welcome to 2024. We're halfway into the month now. How are you guys doing? Have you kept up on your New Year aspirations?
2025 is going to be my year, man. I've already messed up. So, that's the old thing. But now, yeah.
I'm in the middle. I'm on day 3 of my churches doing the 21 days of prayer and fasting that a lot of churches do in January. Because it's like, hey, church people, y'all got fat in December. We're going to course correct. Yeah. And let's pray. Let's spiritualize it.
Course correct.
Did they jump in? They jumped in 7 days. They decided 7 days
January
after?
8th. No. It was always planned for January 8th. I don't know why, but we kicked off on Monday. And I don't know if it's detox. I am just in pain. I'm angry. I'm hangry. Nonstop. I'm praying. I'm trying to pray myself through it. But if I'm a little edgy today, I apologize.
Well, let's reestablish. Are you guys? Is there resolutions in play? We're all grown adults here. Are you guys doing the dry January thing? What's the situation we're dealing with?
I don't do resolutions.
I don't even have. Yeah, I don't have anything. I mean, I just have goals that I've written and
I plans
like
and
you guys.
goals.
We talked about that. We're all we're all kind of similar in the way that we are always forward thinking. So I don't. But I will say that this year I started off with a baby. My baby came home he was in the NICU for 2 months, 3 months.
Congrats, man!
Yeah.
That is
very
Congrats,
excited,
homie.
Yeah.
You didn't say
tough.
anything on the show yet, so this is you first saying. Oh my gosh!
So adjusting to sleeping is a tough one. I got the 2 to 7 a.m. shift, and my wife has the 9 to 2. So we're trying to manage that.
Team
Holy
no
cow.
sleep, Marty,
Yeah.
boy. Hey,
You already know, man.
but, yeah,
You really get to see what you're made
fun.
of these coming weeks here.
I'm 100% in next month. I think it's like February 10th. I'm getting the snip. I can't do this again. I'm sorry. This is the last time I'm having a kid.
Well,
doing the snip.
you're on
Seriously,
record.
gonna
You're
get
on
the snip.
record now, so this is
Yeah.
legally
No,
binding podcast.
I'm gonna go wherever. I have to. No, I have to. This can't happen. I love my baby, but I can't imagine 2 of them. It feels extreme.
You just put this personal information on the internet. Now that ChatGPT, the AI bots, they all know this about you.
Yeah.
So when the
Okay.
revolution comes and they're looking for the fertile men versus disposing of the infertile men, I don't know.
Yeah,
like you've categorized yourself.
What's that show on Hulu? The Handmaid's Tale.
This is gone.
Black Mirror? Black Mirror?
Handmaid's
this got
Tale.
dark.
No one could have babies at all. Like it's like a weird situation. Like I'm living
that's
the
what-
Handmaid's
yeah.
Tale.
Yeah, this got very personal and very dark.
I just can't do it. I'm not.
I have an unrelated question for you guys because I feel like this past weekend was take down your Christmas decoration weekend. It's sort of the unspoken rule just for.
How did you transition from
Because
Marty's fertility to Christmas decorations?
I transitioned obviously because I was looking at Derek and he seemed as uncomfortable as I did with where that
I
conversation
am
was.
extremely uncomfortable.
I thought
right
you were
now.
going to say like dad, and then you're thinking Christmas. I thought it was going to be like a
No,
positive.
this is a
thing.
hard
Okay,
shift.
all right.
This is a
Get me
hairpin
outta
turn.
here.
All right.
Can I go home?
Derek, did you? Okay.
Babies are scary.
All right. So I think, listen, if you're a normal civilized adult, you took your Christmas decorations down or started to this past weekend.
Sure.
I have noticed.
Wait, it started this past weekend, January 7th and 6th?
Yeah. You leave
That's when
them
you
up.
started?
Yeah. You leave them up the first week of January for New Year's festivities. And then the next weekend that rolls around. You're not doing it New Year's weekend. New Year's weekend, you
What's
got
the
New Year's
ruling on
weekend
that,
stuff.
Jesse? What's the ruling on that? Is it like a two-week window?
I would
What's
say-
the window?
The
12 days
window.
of Christmas. It starts on Christmas. You got 12 days.
No, Christmas
you're done.
Day is
No, we do.
that's the whole reason you have them up is for Christmas Day.
No. I'm saying
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. You have the 12 days of Christmas to leave them up. The
Oh,
12 days
gotcha. Yeah,
after
yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
But the trashing of the tree seems to be happening right now, and I've been driving around town the last couple of days, and we need a rule on Christmas trees. They are everywhere. There's just dried up dead Christmas trees all over curbs. I saw one on the beach. I see them randomly on the side of the road. There's not even a house there. It looks like someone
on Virginia Beach, like the actual beach.
Yes.
Somebody dragged it up.
Yes. I saw one on the side of the road. It looks like someone was just driving their truck and was like, push it out, and just like pushed it out. And the thing is, no one's going to identify. What are you going to? How are you going to ID a dead Christmas tree?
We all had one.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's a culprit.
What is happening right now?
Virginia's
different, bro. Virginia is going to trash the beach with a Christmas tree. That is the craziest. That's the most Virginia. Virginia is Florida Junior, bro.
I mean, Drake called Virginia Beach the first track of his new album is Virginia Beach because she's
beautiful,
ghetto but pretty.
Yeah, ghetto but pretty. Now, but let me ask you this, guys. Am I the only one who's seeing just haphazardly disposed of dead Christmas trees all over every curb?
In my neighborhood, I walk my dog every day, 8 a.m. There is right now, trash day is Thursday. Since Monday, every house just has tree. It's like before Christmas, getting that tree, you put so much effort into it. As soon as Christmas is over, they're like, just throw it out the house. Like they hate it. They throw it out the window. They don't even throw it out the door. That's what I'm saying. They're like, go,
it seems like
floor.
People go Uncle Phil, DJ Jazzy Jeff on these things. This weekend, just launching out in the front yard, dragging it to the curb, no concern for the neighbors. Like we had a windstorm.
My dog's peeing on it. All the dogs are peeing on the trees now.
Look, I don't know if you guys follow the weather, but the Northeast has had some crazy weather, and I'm right on the tail end. We had a big windstorm. There's trees blowing down the road. It's like tumbleweed. It is like the Old West for Christmas trees.
I don't know if this is a Southeast thing because, I'm sure if I lived in Michigan most of my life with the rest of my family, I probably would see it, but we don't really see a lot of Christmas tree. I don't see a lot of fresh Christmas trees. Like everybody I know has a fake one. Like they just pull it out the attic.
That's true. Mine's fake. All I had to do was pick the branches and lift them up, and just
fold them boys in.
It's a little thin box. I got a really thin tree this year, and it's like the smallest pole. It's like a Festivus pole. It just goes up. You don't even have to disassemble it. Put it in the box. Bye bye in the attic.
How many?
Everybody I know with a Christmas tree is I've only seen a few people have a fresh one. I think when I was a kid, my mom did it one time. And she said the pine needles were everywhere.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm never doing it again. And she just got a fake one. And she puts that same fake one up. It might be 15 years old. I don't even hold you.
I always do a fresh one. Always.
Well, what happens to yours? That's it. What'd you do last weekend? You chunked it out the door and just dragged it to the curb like an animal, didn't you?
Your fresh one.
Yeah, no, I made sure to disassemble, take all the ornaments off and take it out of the house the night before my cleaner came.
Because the ornaments would be crazy.
Now some trees actually come with the ornaments already on it, which is even crazier.
Yeah. No. So I did it the day before or the night before my cleaner came. So there was no needle issues, and I just put it out on the curb, and the city picked it up the next morning. It's gone.
Speaking of cleaner,
it's anarchy.
I'm going to do a hard pivot right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of cleaner, Cameron, you got to help me find a housekeeper because I had hired a guy and he stole my son's wallet.
I was reading about that. Can you tell me about what happened? First off, how do you know?
How do you know it was him? How do you know it was him?
Oh, I know it's him. I could send the text messages I know it's him. So I'm gonna tell y'all.
Check our group chat that you never participate in. He sent the images.
I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story. So check this out. All right, so December 16th is my birthday. Okay. My younger son's birthday. We both share it. So man, everybody showered this little man with gifts. I'm talking. Everybody's like, what should we give him? Fortnite cards. Let's do all that. Fortnite, Robux. That's all he wants. Yeah. So, man, I'm talking about, brother's packing like $180 of just like cash from the homies, Fortnite cards, whatever. So we have a party that day. And then he wakes up the next day. He's like, but we had our house cleaner clean up earlier in the day. Mm-hmm. So he wakes up, he says, Dad, I can't find my wallet. We were going to go do some Christmas shopping, right? So he's like, I can't find my wallet. So I'm frustrated with him. I'm like, man, we got all this money. Why in the world did you do da-da-da-da-da-da-da? So he says, I put it, where I always put it. So I'm like, So I asked some of the people because we had a house full of people. I'm like, did y'all find the wallet? Did you find the wallet? No. Something told me, hit the house cleaner. I was like, nah, he's not going to mess up his check. But just in case he accidentally grabbed it in some shape, form, or fashion, let me hit him up.
Put it away, anything.
Right, yeah. Just, maybe he saw it, threw it, put it in a drawer, whatever. Let me just ask him. That's a rational thing to ask. So I asked him, I said, hey, man, did you see a wallet upstairs? This is his response, Jesse. Well, no, I did not see a wallet. Now, first off, this text is like 2,000 words. But the gist of it is, I never saw the wallet, but, or I did see the wallet, but sometimes the electronics go into my bag because I'm picking stuff up off the floor and I put it in my bag. And sometimes I leave them there on accident. So I was like, oh, this fool done stole my son's wallet. There wasn't even like, he didn't even have to say anything else after that, right? So I think he thought I was going to forget. So I just kept texting him. Did you find it? Did you find it? Did you find it? Finally, he says, oh, wow, guess what? I found it under the seat in the front of my car. You did? Okay, well, can you bring it by? Do you mind bringing it by? Don't worry, I'm bringing it by today. Texting. This is 2 or 3 days go by. I'm texting this guy. Get nothing back. Then all of a sudden, I get another text. Hey, man, I'll bring your wallet by. It was actually in my bag at my boyfriend's house. I was like, okay, well, I don't care. Bring the wallet by. Then I call him, go straight to voicemail. It comes back. I get that he answers the voicemail. He texts me another 2,000 word thing. Says him and his boyfriend got into a fight, and that he can't get the wallet back. So now,
did you say give me bro's number, man? I'll get the wallet back.
I say give me his number.
I'll get the wallet back. Yeah,
I'll get it back. Matter of fact, I said I'm gonna do it. I'm play it different. I said, listen, man. I told him. I said you have 24 hours to give me my wallet, or I'm gonna call the police on you.
It's a good move right there.
So check this out. That's at 10 a.m. on a Thursday. No, 10 a.m. on Sunday. Monday rolls around, and at 6 a.m. I text him 4 hours. He knew exactly what I was saying. So then he texts me back.
Your text thread is like 50 Cent on Instagram, asking for collecting
I'm going
money.
to send you all the texts when this is over with. So this is what gets crazier. So then after that, he goes on to tell me. I say, look, man, I need my wallet. He tells me the guy's his ex-boyfriend's address. He tells me his name. His name is 4 names. Hold on. I'm going to read you what he says this guy's name is. This is how I know. I'm like, you are absolutely lying because nobody has a name this long. He says his name is, hold on, bro. Let me find this thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking up too much time.
No, I'm invested.
It's almost like Enrique Iglesias something. It's like 4 different names. I'm going to find the name.
Iglesias, Ricky Gervais.
Yes,
Johnson.
it was like 5 different names. So then he goes on to tell me that my son it's his fault because he left his wallet in the middle of the floor. He tells me that I'm a bad judge of, yes, he says that I'm a bad judge of character. He says, as a matter of fact, it's your son's fault because he left the wallet in the floor. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so his name is Engelbert Enrique Riviera Lelinus. That was the guy's name. So
checks out.
Anyway, I just blocked the dude. I said, I'm never getting this wallet back. But I didn't tell him. I asked my wife, I was like, should we call the cops on him?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm not gonna call the cops. I'm like, I don't care. It is what it is. I tell my son, like, everything that was stolen from you, I'm gonna give it back. Guess this guy. This guy.
Man, I'm going to judge Duty. I am petty. I'm going to get this wallet back. Yeah, exactly.
I've done it before. I've been on the, I don't have a son that my wallet got stolen, but I've been to people's house to collect before.
Marty, but that's the thing,
I'll
bro.
do that. I will pull up.
I'm trying to be
Yeah.
Cameron knows this. Cameron, you can't say you haven't seen progression in me in 3 years. Even Marty, when you first met me, I was a hothead, bro. Like literally hot. So if I go get this wallet, bro, I'm not going to get it without violence. Like there's no way that it was violence.
That's why I want to do it. I love it.
You just go. You go and take something of his. It's a trade at that situation. Like one time in college. One time in college. Real talk. One time in college, I got back from a break, right? From like a fall break. And my laptop was gone from my room that I left there over break. I wasn't the type to take a laptop home to do homework at that time. It's definitely stayed, but it was in like a drawer or whatever. Come back, laptop's gone, right? And I know there's, it's got to be someone. I'm not like accusing one individual, but I'm assuming it's like some person on the faculty, like a cleaning person that has access. The room was locked when I left. It was locked when I got back. So anyway. I'm like, what the heck? A couple days later, I tell campus security, I'm like, yo, my laptop's gone. I found in my room a set of car keys that were not mine.
I win.
And this was my critical mistake. I went to the campus police. I was like, yo, I don't know how the investigation's going into the missing laptop. I can tell everyone here is very concerned. You get the best people on it. But I just want to let you guys know, I got a big time clue. I got a set of car keys. Like,
don't give them back.
That's the problem. They were like, all right, cool. We'll this is a big clue, Sure enough, I check in like a week. I'm like, hey, what's up with the investigation? Where did you guys find that? And they were like, oh, we don't know. Probably not going to find it. I was like, all right, I want the car keys back. Because at that point, I was just going to go check cars, drive it away, and leave a note in the parking spot that says, yo, you want the car back? Give me the laptop, dude.
That's a good move. I like
but they wouldn't give me the keys back. I think they knew what my game plan was going to be.
Yeah, for sure. No, that was going to be your car.
This man told me Enrique Iglesias stole my son's wallet, bro.
We have to edit out 3 of the names because it's so common. So you can only have 2 on there.
Edit out the names, definitely. Oh my God, bro.
Derek, I would have been like, I don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm coming by your house and I'm stealing your car. And when you're ready, you'll get half of the car back.
Here's what you do, Derek. Here's what you do.
Rummaging through it.
Here's what you do. You go to.
I know you have a drug problem, and I'm calling the plug and telling them to stop.
Listen. Here's the play.
You off right
here's
now,
the play, Derek.
That dude bought drugs with V-Bucks.
He bought Fortnite crack.
I'm like, dog, you're not even a great
Fortnite
thief.
Cards.
Like, if you were gonna be a thief, just steal the money out the wallet. No thief steals the whole wallet. Like, don't be dumb.
Should have called the cops, Derek.
Like, bro, I should have.
Should have called the cops.
Like,
you can still do it. It's still statues, man. You still got 2 weeks.
Just being a black man and police officers, I just don't.
Ask for a black officer. Just get him in trouble.
Just pull him full of Karen, bro.
Derek, look, I got a solution. I got a solution for you. Okay,
all right, well,
you're gonna solve some community problems
bro.
and it's you law enforcement doesn't have to be involved. I don't know if you have access to a pickup truck or a trailer. They're easily rentable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You go around town. Trust me, they're lying everywhere. You load that thing up with dead Christmas trees. I'm talking. You load that up.
I love this.
Every day that wallet's not returned, 5 dead Christmas trees are dropped in that guy's lawn. I'm telling you, every night. And what's he going to do? You're out there in the back of a truck pushing dead Christmas trees off. You know how to make this stop. You know how to make it, because I'm telling you, tomorrow night at 6 p.m., 5 more dead Christmas trees. I have hundreds of them. I don't know if you've seen, it's chaos in the streets. People just throw them out the door, and they're lying all over town. I have a trailer full, and every night I don't get that wallet back. 5 big, dead, Winchester ferns are going right on the stoop, man. I will not stop till this is over. I got more trees. I got more trees than I know what to do with.
That's an excellent idea, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's an excellent idea. I might take it.
I'm sorry for your son. Can we chip in as our GoFundMe? Can we replace what was taken?
I gave him a solution, Cameron.
The resolution of the story is
not
this.
For his son.
Oh my God. So the resolution of the story is this. Actually, so he thought I was still calling the cops because I blocked him. I didn't say anything else. And then he starts texting my wife, and then she doesn't respond.
Oh, love it.
So this guy is
freaking out.
He's burnt. When I tell y'all he's cooked, he's
revving
cooked.
up.
So next thing I know, around 9:30, before the 24 hours was up, my son's wallet was in the mailbox with crispy money in it. Like, this money just came out the ATM, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this money was not a 10-year-old's money, bro. This is straight out the ATM. And then he starts texting my wife, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it?
The police got it.
Like, bro. And then she finally let him off the hook. Like, hey, yeah, we got it.
Either way, I think you need to drop about 15 dead Christmas trees in his lawn.
A reminder.
Don't mess with me again.
Yeah. Man.
All right. Well,
we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Well, we have a great show in store for you today. Coming up later, we talk to Atlanta-based worship collective Housefires. You don't want to miss that. Plus, we have a brief conversation with the creator of a new Bible film called The Covenant. It's a really unique project. We tell you about it. And at the end of the show, we have your feedback. But stay tuned. Right now, up next, it's Relevant Buzz.
Can't let everybody know your next move. How they your brother, but don't hold you to the truth. It's either Jesus or I, then you gotta choose. You could tell if they brother by the rule. They claim Christ, we don't see it in the fruit. Fruit, 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 fruit. Go ahead, dog, and put that on the loop. I don't associate with that side. Tell him, and him, though they change fake. All this growth coming from worldliness. Christian version of the worldly rapper that y'all wanna be.
You're listening to Uninvited and Saint. The song is Girls Don't Cry /gibberish. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Mercy Ships. Globally, 5 billion people lack access to surgical care. In sub-Saharan Africa, there's only one surgeon for every 200,000 people. Mercy Ships provides free, life-transforming surgeries for people who have little to no access to medical care. They help the blind see, straighten twisted limbs, remove deadly tumors, treat cleft conditions, and so much more. With state-of-the-art hospital ships, they provide safe surgery to children and adults living with treatable conditions, and it's completely free of charge. They do all this work with an all-volunteer crew of professionals who donate their time and talents. Surgeons, stewards, nurses, engineers, and more make the world a better place. Your donation today provides free, safe surgeries to people in desperate need of help. All gifts are matched, so please donate today at mercyships.org/relevant. Okay, it's time for Please welcome to the show our managing editor, Downtown Emily Brown, to tell us what's happening at the intersection of faith and culture this week. Hey, Emily.
Hey, y'all.
You missed stories about Marty's son and some fertility decisions Marty has made. You've missed stories about Christmas trees trashing Virginia Beach, and Derek's son's wallet got stolen by a drug addict who cleaned his house. So
who now is the new owner of 75 Fraser Dead Ferns.
And $75 of Fortnite money.
and quite a bit of Robo-Bucks, whatever those are.
Yeah.
You know, I was like waiting to join, and we talked about what time I would come on, and that time passed about 15 minutes ago, and I thought, I'm real interested to see what these guys have been talking about.
I'm sure they're discussing petty larceny and vandalism via Evergreen.
Well, that's the scary thing is like, what are they talking about? Like,
well, that's what the listeners were saying to themselves is,
right.
What are they talking about? Anyway, all right, tell us, there's a lot going on this week. Tell us what's happening at the intersection of faith and culture.
Yes, there is a lot. First off, did y'all see the news that Lil Nas X is attending Liberty University this fall?
Is that real? Is Jerry Falwell still the president? Because he signed it.
So that's the thing. It's not real.
Okay.
But a lot of people, unless you're like kind of in the faith world, don't know that Jerry Falwell's not the president. So they don't know that that's kind of the dead giveaway. But he's also doubling down on it and saying.
But tell what happened, like to the listeners who maybe don't know why we're talking about this.
Yes. So Lil Nas X, he's been promoting his new single that actually comes out today on Friday called J Christ. And he's been posting a lot of things, very trolly. He's kind of like the king of trolling the internet.
No, he's the greatest. Like he took Soulja Boy's place. Like he is the greatest of all time.
He is great at it. So much to the point where he posted this screenshot of an acceptance letter from Liberty University saying that he'll be starting in the fall, getting a dual concentration in Christian leadership and biblical studies. And a lot of people were like, whoa, he's going for it. Like, he's taking the trolling to a new level. But yeah, you get to the end and you see Jerry Falwell signed it as president, and you're like, well, he hasn't been president for a while. So Lil Nas X kind of missed out on the Hulu documentary, I guess.
So the reason why this got noticed is he obviously has been talking about his Christian era for a while, and people are like not taking him seriously. And so he's like trying to one up and keeps like ramping it up. Like, I know I'm serious. And then this Instagram post that you're talking about, where he announced he's going to Liberty this fall, he literally says, I'm not trolling. I'm serious about this. Like, but I don't know if when he showed in the post the acceptance letter from Liberty on the stationery, the letterhead, I don't know if he knew that Jerry wasn't the president anymore, or if he did the Jerry signature because he did know. And he was like, that was like, us. Right. He's like trolling everybody.
That would be like playing chess.
But that's the thing. Like, it's like his album cover, which is controversial, I guess. It shows him like on the cross being kind of lifted up by, these women. I've seen that retweeted so many times from people who are outraged by it. And it's like, dude, the reason he did this is the intended outcome. You know what I mean? Like, this is, he is making something provocative in order to provoke. And it's like this sort of like pearl clutching, whether it's like, oh, it's a trick on a Christian university, or, oh, it's this, irreverent imagery. It's like, yeah, dude, that's the whole idea. Like, he's a provocateur. Like, yes. You know what I mean? Like, the more reaction that he gets, like it fuel. And I'm not, look, I don't really have an opinion one way or the other on, provocative art, but like, at different levels of reverence. But at the same time, like, so many.
I feel like remember the conversation, man. Yeah, you're right. You just hit it. I was about to say that. I feel like we've had this conversation on the podcast a lot. Doja Cat was the last person. If you want to shake it up, you have to bully or troll the church, because they're the ones who fall for it, for like in virtue signaling way. Like, it's like, no, how dare you? Like everybody gets revved up in the church, and they use it all the time. And I'm like sick of it, because we fall for it every single time.
Every single time.
I almost feel like I should start. I'm going to start using it. I'm a Christian. I might as well get something out of it.
I think you should troll the atheist community. You should troll the atheist community. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should do like a reverse of it, and like try to just mess with people on different like the way that he's dealing with it is just hilarious. Like Jerry Falwell letter. What's crazy is I bet you how many people were DMing that picture to everybody that they knew who worked or was associated with Liberty. Like, hey, what's happening in the promotion right now at Liberty? Probably going crazy. His tour starts in Virginia.
Well, but so the other thing too is like, it's like when the Satanic Temple, which is not actually, they don't actually believe in like a literal Satan. They're basically legal trolls, right? That challenge, they challenge religious displays on public property, right? Like, they don't actually worship like the devil, right? But they set up a display at Christmas time, a Baphomet, like this like demonic looking goat figure in like the rotund of a state capitol, as a way of, kind of saying, look, if they can have a nativity, we can have this, right? And it was a lawmaker who was also a Christian. Like, best case scenario for them, what is the outcome? They're probably like, if a Christian lawmaker came in here with a samurai sword and cut the head off of our monument, that would be hilarious, and that would gain headlines. Well, guess what happened? A Christian lawmaker with a samurai sword walked into work one day and chopped the head off, and now, like,
you're kidding, bro.
This is the intended outcome of these stunts, man. Like, they're messing with you. Like, they want you. They're trying to. A provocateur's job is to provoke. It'll provoke a reaction. Yeah. It's like, dude, just let them have their fun, and like, don't take it so serious.
Well, speaking of celebrities and their faith journeys, someone who actually does seem to be taking it seriously about his faith is Shia LaBeouf. We want to talk about him for a second. He was recently confirmed as a member of the Catholic Church, and his confirmation sponsor shared that he's even discussed becoming a deacon within the church. So he seems to like genuinely be taking it. He's not trolling anyone. I think he's actually
when he
trying.
first started talking Jesus a few years ago, I was like, oh man, this is up and down mental illness, like he addictions and he kind of like whatever. And I was like, oh, but it seems like he kind of went away for a while and got serious about his faith, and he just got confirmed in the church. And wow,
he's quiet
this
about
is legit. Good for him. Yeah, he's like quietly living it out. Did you hear him say that Mel Gibson? They were on a shoot together, and it's Mel Gibson who got him introduced. Like
I did hear that.
Into the faith.
Did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, if you see that Cat Williams interview, he broke it down in a sense. Excuse me, talking about how certain celebrities get pegged as if they're mentally ill, and they're not actually mentally ill. I think Shia, and the thing is, here's another thing too. You can have a moment in time. Maybe let's say 3 months where you were in a bad way, and that thing can follow you for the rest of your life as a celebrity. So he might have had a bad mental health.
He had like 5 years though of it.
Well, he's talking about alcoholism. He's
trying to kill his girl. He tried to kill his girl in the car, crashed it. He did a lot of things, but I think
I don't know.
He had like a really, but he tells the story, and I'll tell it really quick, but he was on this podcast with the really famous guy. He's the guy who plays the Punisher, Bernthal.
John Bernthal. Yeah.
He was on his podcast, and he was explaining to him that the last court-ordered rehab he had to do, no one visited him, no one cared about him, and he was at the rock bottom, and his wife, Mia Goth, showed up with their baby, and he said that was the moment that like I realized I needed to step up. I put this girl through so much. He cries in an interview. It's such a heartfelt interview, but I think that for me personally, when I love him. I think Shia LaBeouf is one of my favorite actors, but I just feel like the fact that he's quiet about it, the fact that I just feel like he's taking it seriously and like reverence is there, and I respect it, and I hope the best for him. And that new movie he just did is like Father Bio or something like that about Padre Pio. That was, I think, also like a marker in his life, because if you watch the movie Honey Boy, he talks about how traumatic his life was as a kid actor, and like even trying to connect to the dad on Even Stevens, and the dad's like, whoa, like he realized that this kid doesn't have parents. He has parents who are like those entertainment parents. So he's needed love and attention. Yeah, stage parents, that's the word.
Yeah. Man, I think it helps too. He got confirmed at a church in Minnesota, so he kind of went almost like the Kat Von D route, where like he's in the middle of nowhere, out of kind of like the LA bubble.
All apologies. No offense to our listeners in Minnesota. We're not putting your state down.
No, I'm saying good things about Minnesota. I'm saying like they're out of this, like, I think this LA bubble, which Marty, I'm sure you're more aware of now that you live there, but like they're
still trying to find a church. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
that LA bubble crazy.
It's hard to be like very devout Christian in certain spaces. And so I do think it's interesting that a lot of these celebrities are going to truly the middle of nowhere, but they're finding genuine faith. I think
going to small churches, like a lot, like what I've noticed with a lot of the people that I work with over here in the sync world, and guys that are very famous, but the unknowns, they all prefer, almost every single one of them go to churches with like 40 people. They all go to these and another thing I've realized is like a lot of the churches they go to, they're in no way those hipster churches. They're all like old school, like Presbyterian, old school Baptist, like there's the pastor's like 55 and, he shops at Old Navy. He's not shopping at Gucci. He's not shopping, into Saks. And these guys feel like that's authenticity. And I just want that. And so I'm realizing there's like this shift of that celebrity churches. Like people don't want that. They just don't think it's real, I guess. I guess with all the stuff that's been happening, people just want to go to something that they feel is genuine.
This segment is brought to you by Old Navy. Authenticity.
Real quick. Real quick, I didn't know the reference to the sink world. I'm assuming it's the plumbing community there. And I thought they did. I thought they were into the hipster churches. I must know different plumbers.
The pants, they started with the pants, the cargo pants right now that are going crazy. The Dickies, the plumbers.
Specifically ones that work on
carpenter
faucets
pants.
And
they're really
sinks. Not so much into the toilet
sink world.
Yeah, sink. Music world. Yeah.
Real quick, what's the last thing, Emily?
Yeah, last thing. we want to talk about our second favorite Marty, because our first one's already with us. Martin Scorsese is talking about his next film already, and it's all about Jesus. He's given a few details about it. He's going to start filming this fall, and it's going to focus on Jesus's core teachings in a way that explores the principles, but isn't necessarily meant to like convert you. But he said he wants to find a new way to make religion more accessible and take away the negative image that's been associated with organized religion.
Did he do another movie about that already? He already did a religious movie. What was it called?
He's done a few. He was on
the cover of our print magazine when he did the missionary movie.
Silence. And then he's done The Last Temptation of Christ.
That's the one. Yeah.
Did anybody get shot in any of those? Because he shoots a lot of people in it.
Silence I think it was William Dafoe, right? William Dafoe was Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, he was Jesus. Jesus did not get shot in The Last Temptation of Christ.
I did see in our write-up, Emily, that the author of the book that Silence was based on is the author of the book that this new Jesus movie.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I got to read that.
It's only going to be about 4 hours, 45 minutes. Real quick watch.
No, it's going to be 80 minutes, which will be his shortest one. So just a quick little watch.
Well, Jesus.
But
we're excited. I'm reading right now that Robert De Niro is going to play Jesus. So that's cool. I'm just kidding with you.
Joe Pesci is Pontius Pilate.
Yeah. Leo, we should go through like a roster of like which celebrities. Like Leo is Judas. You know, like there's this like big.
I think we got the question of the week.
Yeah. I'd watch. Who's Peter? Who's Mary Magdalene?
That's perfect.
Cast Scorsese's Jesus movie. I love it.
Yeah, cast the disciples with us, please.
All right. Well, thanks, Emily. Check out relevantmagazine.com every weekday where we are covering the intersection of faith, culture, and everything in between. All right. Stay tuned. Up next, Housefires joins us.
I'm too strange for the circus, too human for Mars, too deep for the surface, too nervous to talk. I dance to the music, out of time and out of tune. Yeah, I'm out of place no matter what I do. Do you ever feel that too? Do you ever feel
You're listening to Debbie Dawson. The song is Too Strange for the Circus. Well, today's show is brought to you in part by the new book, God, the Science, the Evidence. We talk a lot about faith, but how often do we talk about science in the same breath? You might be surprised to discover just how deeply the two actually agree. For centuries, science has been used to dismiss the idea of God, but today an intellectual revolution is underway. Modern discoveries in physics, cosmology, and biology are consistently revealing the same truth: creation isn't an accident. That profound reversal is what engineers Michel-Yves Bolloré and Olivier Bonassi investigate in their international bestseller, God, the Science, the Evidence. This book is a rigorous, evidence-based critique of materialism, inviting you to explore over a dozen scientific, philosophical, and historical domains. It shows that what was once seemed impossible, that science could point to a creator, is now supported by a vast and convergent body of evidence. With over 400,000 copies sold in Europe, this book is sparking a global debate. It's thoughtful, fascinating, and a powerful reminder that reason itself affirms the existence of God. Learn more and find out where you can purchase your copy today by visiting godthesciencetheevidence.com. Where our guests today are Housefires. We spoke with two members of the Atlanta-based worship collective, Kirby Capel and Ryan Ellis. They tell us how they're constantly rethinking what worship music could and should sound like and how they want to see it evolve next. Here's our conversation with Housefires.
I love asking worship artists this because, you know, you're obviously in the worship world, you're surrounded by it. But what does worship mean to you specifically?
Worship music to me I've been getting blasted, honestly, just by God's love in general. God's love is like an awareness of understanding and seeing something that's like that, you know, that's so precious and pure, something that's like overcoming, you know, obstacles and seeing God's faithfulness, you know. these testimonies I've been hearing, and like someone could say a line, it could be a trap song, and somebody says something like, you know, I came up from the gutter, and I'll start weeping because I'm like, dang, you know, I can see aerial view, you know, just like people and where they came from and struggles. And I hear that in these songs, and I hear in people's lyrics. And, you know, that's been worship for me, is to be able to rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep, you know?
I love that about you, Ryan. I feel like it doesn't matter what space you're in, you're always open to God moving through whatever it is. And I love that about you. For me, the first thing that pops in my mind when you ask the question is just to dignify, or to maybe put some language to the struggle of a worship artist or whatever. Just the other month, or a few months ago, the other day, whatever. I sat down because I was like, I just need to worship. Sat down. 2 minutes into a little something I was making up, I was like, "Oh, this is good. This could be on something."
Yeah, you started
and then it's like the moment got kind of taken from me a little bit, because it got commodified in a way. And that's to me, that's like the sacrifice of praise for a songwriter especially in the worship space, because you've got like work and vocation, and then like your spirituality kind of coming together. And if you don't have intentionality on your personal side, then you can get lost really easily, and then find that you're just like, the thing that used to be so precious to you is now a grind, you know? Wow. And that you know, I've struggled with that over the years, and I've finally found a better rhythm in my life. And as a worship pastor, I'm listening to worship music a lot, but so I listen to a lot of other things to kind of help things not be redundant. I like to listen to worship music for myself, but also like, hey, what's new? What would my congregation resonate with? You know, there's that part of it too. So there's vocation and relationship with God is so meshed for people like Ryan and I. And there's a beauty to that, because so many people are like, man, I just wish I could have that, but it's when it comes down to it, there is a struggle there. And you know what happens? Go ahead.
I think people too, sorry, Kurt, I think people too just like, they see that. They see people getting together, worshiping, and they see these all the time. They see the worship nights, they see, you know, anytime they see us, it's just like, but they don't see us when we're cooking. They don't see us when we're washing the dishes. They don't see us when we're driving, we're stuck in traffic. You know, like, so there has been the branding from all the way from the very first worship leader of just like, this is what it looks like to worship. And it's like, bro, I'm worshiping when I'm picking up dog poop in the backyard because I know it blesses my wife because she can't bend over right now. Like, this is what the people need to understand. Worship outside of everything is worship. Music and you know, like, and again, I think we're all growing. We're all growing as a body. We are evolving. You know what I'm saying? Jesus and who he was, there was never another Jesus before him. The ideas that he came with was never before. And I think that if we have the Holy Spirit and he's still using his people today, we are evolving in what we're understanding. And I think, you know, God is deeper than just wanting to be praised all the time.
Yeah, I think it's
you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's up there and he's like, there's people who are like, God needs to be, it's a reverence and a da-da-da, and they go ham, and I get it. But I don't think God is up there and he's like, the only way I feel worship by music is if you're singing this way. So it's a bigger scale, man. It's like when you see, I don't know, I think in pictures and in little scenes, and it's not so much like, God, you are good because you're good. And it's like woke up at 6 a.m., you know, again, my baby's crying, but I got to do this. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole life. It's a whole way where you live. So,
I think it's so funny when like a worship artist will put out an album and it's not worship. And then you've got people that are like, it's like all these processing songs or whatever, and they have their little opinion about it. And I'm sitting here going, you don't understand. Those people are leading worship every week, most likely at a church or somewhere or on the road. And so the song that they need are the songs that they're putting out. They're like, this is what got me through all of those months of touring and leading everyone in worship. These are my secret place songs. Please receive them too. But like I had somebody was like, are you going to put out like one of those records that is like not worship? And I was like, maybe. They were like, and they said, just give the people what they want. And I was like, no, I'm not, because these songs saved my life. And so, and it's both. Like I write both kinds of songs, and so I just want to put that out there for anybody listening. Like if your favorite worship artist put out like an album that isn't worship, but it's their process, that is beautiful and holy and sacred, and we're lucky to like glimpse a peek into those moments. And I've grown a deep appreciation for those kinds of albums from some of my worship heroes. I'm like, yes, this feels like your life. Like Ryan's saying, like we're more than just, saying he's good all the time, because he is. Those things are still true. But there's this other part too, and we gotta have both,
Where do you guys see the worship industry going next, or where do you hope it goes?
I don't see it lasting long the way that it is. I think people need to understand that God moves in waves. Jesus was here for only 3 years, and we've been doing church the same for how long? You know what I'm saying? So I think that we have to understand where people are at. We have to meet people more where they're at. That's a deeper conversation. I think a lot of movements have tried, and different movements have tried to be, empathetic and show love. But there's a love movement that needs to happen. A love movement, people getting loved on, people like understanding what that really looks like without a militant agenda behind it. Just loving somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not because you want them to go to heaven, not because they're going to go to hell, but just because I just love this person. I love this person. What does that look like? And that's what really being present is. I think worship is going to look different in the way that there's probably a lot less fear, a lot less fear. And a lot more conversation, a lot more musicality, better musicality. I mean, I don't get up off my seat. I don't turn the music up unless it really hits me. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, where we going? Melody. And I know, Housefires is just like the most basic, it's just got guitar. But like lyrically and revelation wise, fire. Compared to who? You know what I'm saying? And like originality. And so I think that's what we're going to see in worship more, is more originality, more soul, more just like expression. I really feel like the 90s are coming back, just in the sense of people are being more themselves, being unashamed. So I'm down for all that, and because you can tell, when people are a real deal, not just, you can feel the love, when you talk to them, you can feel, so that type of stuff is where I feel like is going to go next, is real artists with real stories, with real testimonies, and really, really good music. Not just because it's just, or really good. We are if that's the thing. If we're tapped into the universe, if we're tapped into God, Almighty Creator, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you look at like, you'll look at the Christian billboards and put every single one of those songs next to the Hot 100 on the real billboards and tell me which songs are better. Like lyrically, creatively, musicality wise, tell me, does it stand up? These are the best in the world. These people are born, and a lot of them love God, you know? Yeah. But for some reason, this genre is just the way it is. Worship is the way it is. I think we need to take it back, really give the conversation to God, because we got the theologians, the people who've been reading the Bible, but that, for me, I think that's where I see it going.
That was Housefires. Make sure to check out their music wherever you get your music. All right, stay tuned. Up next, we have a brief conversation with the creator of The Covenant. You're listening to Sorcha Richardson. The song is Map of Manhattan. Well, today's podcast is brought to you in part by the new book, Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic. Author Jonathan Seidel knows firsthand how even believers can get stuck in shame and destructive habits, especially when it comes to one of society's biggest obsessions, alcohol. In Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic, he details his spiral into disordered drinking and shares the 4-step process he eventually used to break free. There's hope for alcoholics who become Christians and for Christians who become alcoholics. Find Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic wherever books are sold. What if you could change a child's life with just $10? Right now, thousands of vulnerable children in East Africa are suffering from jiggers. It's a painful, preventable parasite that burrows into their feet. Soul Hope is the only organization treating it through foot washing, medical care, and durable closed-toed shoes that protect kids long after treatment. $10 may not seem like much in today's world, but when we come together, those small gifts add up to big change. Join the 10 for 10 campaign. $10 protects 10 small toes. Visit soulhope.org/10 to give now. One small gift makes a big difference. Again, that's Soulhope, SOLE, hope.org/TEN. Well, you're about to hear a conversation with Hannah Leader, the creator of The Covenant. Now, The Covenant is an interesting Bible film. It's from the team behind Lumo. If you know, a couple years ago, we talked about Lumo, which was a literal retelling of the gospel, all 4 gospels. It was cinematically shot, beautifully shot, and it was literally scripture. That's it. Nothing, no other dialogue other than straight scripture. It's a fascinating project. You can check out clips on YouTube. You can check out the whole project online as well. Well, that team decided to take on the first 4 or 5 books of the Bible, the beginning of the Bible. And as you know, those books are a lot longer than the Gospels, so they couldn't quite do the exact same approach. So they came up with The Covenant. The Covenant is telling the stories, the key stories chronologically from the first beginning of Genesis through the rest of the Torah. And they jump around. They tell just the stories. They don't tell literally everything. But when they go into one of the narratives, one of the stories, it is literal scripture again. So it's the same principle as Lumo. But the whole project is like movie length, 1.5 hours, 2 hours long, way more digestible than Lumo, which was extensively longer. So we want to talk to the creator of The Covenant, Hannah Leader, about the unique approach they're taking to cinematic storytelling, about scripture, and their vision for what's to come next. Here's a little bit of our conversation with Hannah Leader from The Covenant.
Well, can you tell me about the vision and purpose behind The Covenant?
As you know, we filmed all 4 of the Gospels first because we wanted to make the Gospels available to people in their own heart language without going through English as so that it doesn't appear to be an American export when you're going out around the world. It's their own Bible. And what we found when we went out was that people were asking about the backstory, because if Christianity is new to you, it's obviously fundamental to Christianity, the Jewish religion on which it was based, and the history that we see in the Old Testament. And so we thought, how could we do this? Because we couldn't do the covenant the same way as we did the Gospels, word for word, because it would be incredibly long and quite boring in places. So the Old Testament is very repetitive and very long because it's lots of books put together. So we worked out what the important themes were, and these are the themes that help us to understand what Christ means. So understanding the beginning and the concept of sin, and then the concept of the Exodus, and the Jewish people arriving at the Holy Land. So we extracted from Exodus, Genesis, and Deuteronomy the stories that were important. So we still stuck word for word with the bits we used. It's just we didn't use everything. And then set about filming it, hoping that it helps people to understand how the Old Testament leads up to Christ coming as the Messiah.
You know, I always thought it was interesting, both with Lumo and with this, that you stick to a word-for-word translation. You know, instead of taking the Bible and maybe modernizing a bit, or maybe using some creative licensing there. Why was it important for you to film this way? Because,
first of all, everybody in their own country knows their own Bible. That's the Bible they know and love, right? It's not the King James Bible or the NIV. It's their translation, which was made from the Greek, never came through the English, right? And so what we wanted was for churches and people new to Christianity to be introduced to the Bible in their own language, the one that they know and love, right? Once you dramatize it and have everyone speaking English and then you dub it, you lose all of that familiarity, because none of it will match the translation that they have from the Greek, because as you know, you can translate it in so many ways in a particular sentence.
That was Hannah Leader. Make sure to check out The Covenant. You can get it on Apple TV right now, and they will be expanding to other platforms in the near future. But check it out on Apple TV. And for more of that conversation, check out our Q&A over at relevantmagazine.com. All right, stay tuned. Up next, it's your feedback.
Sometimes you gotta wait till the fog is gone. Sometimes you gotta wait till the time has come. Sometimes you gotta.
You're listening to Sir Was. The song is Sometimes You Got To. All right, it's time for your feedback. Okay, well, last week we asked you if you could invent any gadget or technology to make your daily life easier, what would it be? How would it work? I don't remember why we were talking about that. I like tech, so there you go. You hit us up on X at Relevant Podcast, and here's some of our favorite replies.
Mark says, my nephew calls taking a shower a people wash, kind of like a car wash. I think the equivalent of a car wash at a shower would be great. I'm not sure what the extra features for the most expensive level would be in this scenario, but I'm sure you could figure it out. I love it. Every time I go through the car wash, I think in my mind, could I just run through here gauntlet style, and what would be the outcome? I love.
So he's saying invent a building that you go through like a car wash.
It probably have one of those airport walkway things, and you just stand there. And
I like showers,
obviously,
it's called Gold's Fitness, baby. It's called Gold's Gym.
Yeah, I love it.
I like showers alone by myself.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I'm okay with it.
I don't need machines scrubbing me. It feels like something from the Jetsons. You know, like the little arm machines would come out and scrub you.
I'm okay with just a regular shower, guys.
I tried.
We don't need to improve it.
Mark Rodriguez, I tried.
Bethany says, I think we all agree that we need a machine that folds laundry. Bethany,
that would be awesome.
You can find us a way to invent this. You're going to be a quadrillionaire. I don't even know if that's an actual word, but you'll be a quadrillionaire.
It seems like a lot of people are, trying to figure the laundry thing out because, Ben, the next one is, how do we not have a washer that dries the clothes is beyond me. They do have that. Honestly, they've had it since 2006 because I'm watching Fargo and that's a part of the 2006 episode. Honestly, it's 2024. Shouldn't they have a machine fold the clothes too? So people just don't want to do laundry. I love doing laundry, but
I do.
I love it, man. I love smelling it. I love
like
it.
the folding. I like the folding idea.
Watching TV and folding clothes.
No, I'm saying I like the idea of a big dumb robot. That we can just.
So how do y'all married? All y'all are married. How do you split up the laundry duties? Because I'm a single dad. I have to do all the laundry.
I'm forbidden because of a couple mishaps.
Derek's maid stole his clothes doing the laundry, and so he's still trying to get that one back, and hasn't.
I'm trying to get.
Derek just unloaded 20 dead Christmas trees in his laundry services parking lot
because of dead Christmas trees. A triangle in front of his house.
Yeah.
Nah, we all fold clothes. All of us fold our own clothes. Amithia folds hers. I fold mine. The kids club fold theirs.
So I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this question, and I always had this one product in my mind that I wish they invented. Have you guys ever seen that assassin's pot where you could put your finger on it, and so basically there's a pot where they can kill somebody. It has 3 holes, and depending on where you put your finger on the handle, either poison, tea, and it's like called a assassin's pot. I always wanted to know why they haven't made a cup that could hold 3 different liquids, right? Like my coffee, water. Like 3 different things. Make it cool. I don't know. Put like a straw.
Well, first off, I want to know why do you know about an assassin's pot?
Is this some sort of
what thread of internet took you on?
Yeah, I was going to say
modern notoriety on Instagram.
I was going to say, is this some sort of like John Wick? Like
I gotta show. I'll text you guys this right after
here?
Derek texts us the maid selfies. As soon as we get those maid selfies.
Oh man.
Oh man. All right. Let's Robert Papajeski, he says, I think what you're really saying is why is the Jetsons cartoon not real life yet?
Yeah, we're all bamboozled.
We just want the Jetsons to be real life. That's it.
Somebody did the math last year or whatever that did the math of the Jetsons, and they backtracked it that George Jetson would have been born last year.
Oh,
alive right now. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, that'll do it for your feedback. There's more where that came from. You can check it out. Okay, it's time for this week's
editorial question of the week.
Cast the Martin Scorsese Jesus movie. That's it. That's what we want.
That's right, baby.
That's it.
Who's going to play Jesus? Robert De Niro? Is it going to be Joe Pesci? Leonardo DiCaprio? Who are we going with here?
Yeah. Cast all the roles of the upcoming Martin Scorsese Jesus movie. Hit us up on X at Relevant Podcast, or you can answer the replies on IG stories.
I'm also interested to see about other directors. Like, who else would be a good director for a Jesus movie?
Mel Gibson?
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler. No, Jewish. He couldn't. He would do pre.
We've already seen like
he can't do the movie.
We saw like Kevin Smith with Dogma. Yeah.
He would have to do like he would have to do like Old Testament probably. He would do that. There's that movie that just came out recently where it's like Jesus in the past, and it's like a black cast. I forgot we talked about it earlier.
Clarence.
Yeah, Clarence. That just came out.
It's out.
I feel
right
like
now.
it disappeared. I feel like it disappeared. I don't know if it did good or bad.
Yeah, it's we were working with the studio on that one. They kind of dropped the ball on it. They didn't know what to do with the movie. I mean, honestly,
it's a hard sell. Yeah.
Very confusing. Lakeith is a dope actor, but he picked some roles, man.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because like it's the idea that he was jealous of Jesus, and he's just like, I'm going to tell everybody I'm the Messiah, and he's like a poser. I mean, it's an interesting concept. It's like a dry comedy type thing, but the studio just didn't know what to do with it. I think they dropped the ball on marketing it. All right, well, that'll do it for your feedback. Well, before we wrap things up, I'm going to thank Housefires for joining us. Make sure to check out their music wherever you get your music. They are fantastic. Also, thanks to Hannah Leader for joining us. Make sure to check out The Covenant. It's available right now on Apple TV and expanding to other platforms this spring. So check that out. It's so well done. Also, check out relevantmagazine.com. We are covering the intersection of faith, culture, and everything in between every weekday. Sign up for our newsletter to get our top 5 trending stories sent to your inbox. And guess what? Our new digital issue drops next week. You are the first to hear about that. Make sure to follow us on the socials. If you don't, we're posting a lot. All right. On that note, we'll wrap it. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Derek Miner.
I'm Marty.
We will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Check out our features, interviews, and news updates every day at relevantmagazine.com. And make sure to follow Relevant on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest. For more great podcasts, browse the shows on the Relevant Podcast Network, which you can find at our site. And while you're there, don't miss the all-new era of Relevant Magazine. A new issue releases every other month at relevantmagazine.com.
I saw one on the side of the road. It looks like someone was just driving their truck and was like, push it out, and just like pushed it out.
Relevant Podcast Network.
Since 2011, American Giant has been making everyday clothing with extraordinary effort. Not in far-off factories, but right here in the USA. We obsess over fabrics, fit, and details, because if you're going to wear it every day, it should feel great and last for years. From the cut of a hoodie to the finishing of a seam, nothing is overlooked. Our supply chain is tight-knit and local, which means less crisscrossing the country and more care in every step. The result is durable clothing, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, and denim that become part of your life season after season. This isn't fast fashion, it's clothing made with purpose by people who care as much about how it's made as how it fits. Get 20% off your first order with code STAPLE20 at American-Giant.com. That's 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com with code STAPLE20.